Hello, folks. We're live. It's Thundering Thursday. Thundering Thursday for St. Patrick's Day 2022. And get ready for a lot of thundering on this Thursday.
That's right. It's Thundering Thursday, and I got my Blackthorn Shillelagh ready to hit trolls on top of the skull, on top of the old coconut. That yeah.
Now I say it's Thundering Thursday, but really right now outside it's almost completely clear blue skies with sun, low humidity, and 72 degrees. So
no, we had rain today, but yesterday was clear, dry, and sunny, and tomorrow's going to be clear, dry, and sunny and spring-like.
Excellent. Well, I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Liqueur Reviews. James P. Madonna is in New Jersey with Progressive Discussions, and Tanner is in Rhode Island with East Coast LQ, which I guess stands for Liquor Reviews. Yep. Okay. I didn't really know that. All right, but I've been watching his channel for years, and I've known James P. Madonna for years. And tonight we're doing liquor and/or liqueurs. Well, I have liqueurs in this bucket, but I do have some liquors coming up because I bought some mini bottles. I bought 19 mini bottles. Tomorrow's going to be number 20 for the next. When this is done for the next round. All right. Now there could be some disruption because a certain orangey animal. When I let her out, she wanted to come in. When I let her in, she wanted to go out. When I let her out, she wanted to go in, and so on.
Yeah, I was like, they can't make up their mind.
Hold on, I looked down and I didn't want to.
They always think they're missing something, no matter where they are.
She was missing something with a male cat last night, and they were hanging around together, and then this morning at 5:55, I heard her screaming out.
Yeah, she's a slut.
I said something's going on.
Yeah.
But he was eating her food, and she didn't care. She was like, "He can eat my food if he wants."
Bucket of cold water on them. That'll stop.
Yeah, and he wanted to come in the house. I said, "Oh no, I don't think so." Now, here's what I have tonight. I'll do a enlargement, but I'll go back to the sharing screen. I bought this at the store where they told me to look up the price for myself on their sheet. I was like, what? So this is Watermelon Ice 101. I don't think it's produced anymore, but I'm seeing it all around. So maybe it's one of those unlisted products, but it's 101 proof, which means 50.5% alcohol. It's a knockout product. Oh, I got to go work tomorrow. And it is bottled in Louisville, Kentucky. So, and it says, well, it doesn't say anything. It just says liqueur watermelon. So I think they use natural flavors. But now we're going to go to a full screen over here.
All right. I brought, which is in the glass jar. I brought Hartley's Apple VSOP. I couldn't find a website, but
there is none.
I had Drizzly, and you know, they give you the same violin there. A 25% alcohol by volume is 54 proof. Produced by Sazeraki, Louisville, Kentucky. Brandy with natural flavors and artificial color. Oh, really? Well, that's it. I mean, it's I guess you would call it not California brandy. You would call it just American brandy.
Yeah. Now the regular Hartley, the standard Hartley VSOP is made with Italian brandy.
Yeah, and I did read that with some of them, but not apparently. I don't think it's with the flavored Hartley. I know there was a adult actress named Nina Hartley. I know that. I don't think there's any connection. I don't think there's any connection between these. But anyway, yeah, another.
I don't care if he vapes on my chest. One of the participants says he's going to turn off the camera when he vapes. I don't care if somebody vapes.
We're not going to smell your vape.
All right, show that again. I'm sorry.
If I can smell your vape, then we got the paranormal going on here. But you know, here's the color, and the color is the color. But I could care less because it's artificially colored. But anyway, I guess it's we call it Southern brandy. Except if you're getting the unflavored one.
Right now.
All right, so I bought this a while ago with hopes that I would do a review on it, but I still haven't came around to it. I actually bought two, so I might do another video on my channel. But this is the Smirnoff Pink Lemonade. I actually bought this when this was like brand new.
It
says infused with natural flavors and certified colors. 30% alcohol by volume or 60 proof. I do have my I actually got this Skull glass. I got a pretty cool decanter that came with these glasses. My mom actually bought them for me. But as you guys can see from the bottle, it's got that pink color to it.
Yeah, that's the food coloring.
Looks like pink lemonade. So I don't know how far you want me to go into it. Just present.
Well, we're gonna come back to you. I'm trying to.
All right. Cool.
We're gonna come back. Don't worry.
I don't drink vodka very often, so not sure what to expect. I don't know if it's gonna be too hard.
It's
gonna be really. So thanks for having me, Ron. Cheers, man.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime. Now let's see. You got James has the Hartley apple. Oh, there we go.
It did mention age for 4 years, but that might have been the Italian brandy version. I don't know, or unless it's all age.
I'm bringing this up from Total Wine and More, and all they do is use sell sheets from what Sazerac gives them. So they're not sitting there writing this on their own. So we'll look at that in a minute. Now we're going to go to this share thing. If it works. Sometimes it won't drag people over you. Hello, viewers. All right, now here we go. I don't know anything about this product, honestly. I just found out, it's been on the market for maybe a couple of decades, or no, you know what? I think it's been 12 years. It's Ice 101, but if you're trying to find a white, forget it because you ain't going to find one. And it's watermelon. I'm trying to get the cap off, but it won't turn. So you know what? It's going to turn now.
You got the rubber. I got a whole bunch of them from the Dollar Tree. Can't be beat.
All right, so this is clear, no coloring added. Now Sazerac makes the 99 proof, 99 brand. Now what it says on the bottle is ice101liquor.com, but when I looked that website up, it routed me to 99 bananas. It just automatically took me to, and on the side here it says produced by Sazerac Company, Louisville, Kentucky. So, we all play a game one night called "What Do They Not Produce?" But we won't have too many options. And their owner lives. Yeah, the owners, the husband and wife, live only about 26 miles from, maybe 28 miles from where I am right now. Their house is a little nicer than mine, though, I have to admit.
They're probably going to get so big someday they're going to have their own spacecraft like Jeff Bezos,
Yeah, but he's almost 90 years old, so it's going to have a lot of
The Sazerac,
rails.
Starship Sazerac. Oh,
It's going to be called the Starship Accommodated
nursing home. The Starship Sazerac nursing home.
We were joking around about it, but it makes you wonder with these family-owned companies, what happens to the husband and wife when they die? Because I don't know if he has children. I assume he does. I know his father, William Goldring Sr., was the one that started this huge distributorship back in the 1930s and 40s. And they now he has it, and he's about 90. So
well, better
if you have 20 grandchildren and you die, and you know what's going to happen, they're going to start.
Well, he better put another liquor company in the will if he doesn't have any children that want to run it.
Well, he might, but it's the problem if you got 5 children and you give it to one, you know what the other 4 are going to do.
Take them to court, and they'll be fighting like cats and dogs.
Even if they don't want to run it. All right.
Yeah.
We'll let them worry about that because it's happened to so many companies. When Howard Johnson died in 19...
that's how the reading...
Johnson died in,
that's how the reading of the will is. They're at siblings are at each other's throats. That's how it usually goes.
When Howard Johnson died in 1972, he had the biggest hotel company in the world and ice cream shops. Remember, all over.
Oh yeah, 24 hours. 24 hours restaurant. I used to get the blueberry pancakes in the middle of the night, and ice cream, and it was actually, the food wasn't bad. Fried clams, clam chowder was good there.
But then his son took over, and it took his son 10 years to have the company decimated and bought out, and now it's a relic.
Hotel, a restaurant, and ice cream parlor. All 3.
Ice cream parlors are gone. The restaurants are all gone, and the hotel is just owned by another big corporation. So,
it's a New England. It was a New England-based company. That's why their clam chowder was decent. I wouldn't say the best, but
yeah.
good.
And Howard Johnson just started selling ice cream by the highway, I think, like from his house, and then it got like this huge.
Friendly's is from up in Massachusetts. Friendly's, and but aside from their clam chowder, their food is horrible. So the ice cream,
All right, well, I guess we could reminisce all night about family-owned businesses. So I'm still upset about Ike and Corbeth Godsey's store. But anyway.
Yeah, the manager of Friendly's insisted that I had to have my hamburger well done. I go, no, I can't eat well done beef. It's terrible. He says, sorry, it's orders, government orders or something. I says, I don't care.
Probably company orders. All right, let's. This smells like. Honestly, it doesn't smell like watermelon. It smells like grain vodka, just like strong, 101 proof, intense vodka. So if you think you're going to smell fresh cut watermelon, no. And it's clear. Watermelon is not clear. All right, let's go with the taste. Cheers.
Cheers, Ron.
Cheers.
Thank you. Oh, I've already let it warm too much. Oh, this thing is unbelievable. It does taste like watermelon, though. Honestly, it's intense watermelon. I don't know if they're using dehydrated watermelon. That was because we did find out that a beer company was using fruit that was about to turn, or was discarded fruit, and they said they were doing it for the environment. I said, yeah, okay. It has almost even watermelon seeds. Watermelon seeds have that wood flavor in a way. The body's heavy, it's syrupy, and the finish is sweet. So this is a sugary sweet watermelon candy 101 proof cocktail. I beg you, I plead with you, I insist that you do not drink more than 50 milliliters. If 50 milliliters of this is not enough for you, you probably might want to go to a program. And I'm not joking about that. You might want to get some intervention.
Right.
Water is good to drink, y'all. You know, water.
And you might want to fall asleep in the middle of a live stream review show too.
Yeah. You know, water is not evil. And if you can't drink water, you might be a booze hound. Now, so this is very good. I like it. It has good flavor. It's sugary sweet, but believe me, it is strong. It's a little bit too strong. I think I'd rather about 30% alcohol. Oh, I got to put this in a banner. So when James starts talking, I'm going to do screen share, but talk first, and I'm going to put these in the banners. Okay. And yours is 60 proof, right?
No, it's 54. It's 27 alcohol.
Mine's 60.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Mine's 60.
27.
His is 60.
All right. 54 proof. All right. So I'm gonna do this real fast. It won't take any time. So let's see. What is this stuff called? Ice 101 watermelon ice. 101 water. I hope we weren't boring you too much, Tanner, talking about all these old businesses.
No, you're good, man.
Nobody caught my little reference to Ike and Corbeth Godsey.
I can Tina Turner.
No, remember Ike and Corbeth? They owned that general store on Walton's Mountain.
Oh.
Oh, you didn't watch the Waltons? Okay, never mind.
No, I didn't watch it because that guy. Every time I saw it back in the 80s, right?
70s and early 80s. Yeah.
With all your money, why don't you get rid of that damn huge mole you got on your cheek? I would yell at the TV.
Yeah,
Get rid of the mole,
John,
for God's sake. Is that John Boy or something?
Yeah.
He had this huge mole. It's like Barbara Streisand's nose. You know, I mean, whittle it down, man. Whittle it down.
Oh, get out of here. All right, let's see. East Coast has the Smirnoff. Whoops.
They got the money.
Smirnoff pink lemonade. And that's 60.
You got the time. You
60.
the money.
All right. Well, now we're in play. And I'm going to do a screen share, James. So if you see that happen, don't fret because it's not going to be long.
I know. Our videos are in little thumbnails anyway. We could still see each other.
I'm trying to drag you over, but our friends at
yeah. And I saw what he looks like, and he's more of a geek than Zuckerberg. The guy that did what he did to me today, that I'm staying very calm.
And you're known to be calm.
Yeah, and if I'm not calm, I read that Benadryl, aside from being great for allergies, is a great tranquilizer. So if I need it, I'll take it. So anyway, actually it works quite well. As you could see, I got it chilled because it's a good idea to have your hard liquor and liqueurs chilled. Right now, I got a 6-pound corned beef brisket in the stainless steel steam pot, and the cabbage and carrots will go in last. Otherwise, you'll have mush. All right.
Now let's see what it says here. Hardly apple, brandy with natural flavors and artificial color, 54 proof. Louisville, Kentucky. So there's the bottle.
It definitely has a very prominent Granny Smith type aroma. All right, I didn't taste it yet, but I will. I made sure. Good thing I saved. I even saved some baby food jars that I happened to get for the show.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It's got good scores. It's scoring 4 out of 5 stars. So that's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to stop the screen share because that's all they say, So there you go. I'll shut my mouth.
Okay, so now don't pay attention to the color because it's artificially colored.
That's a cool shot glass, huh?
Well, it used to have a black bikini, it used to have a bikini top with a little Jolly Roger on it, but it wore off, which I'm happy, I'm happy, that it wore off. But thanks to
Titillating.
my sister, yeah, titillating, right? Thanks to my sister Lisa, one of her many souvenirs. Ah, now even though they're calling this a brandy, I guess a Southern brandy, a VSOP, this can actually be. Oh, I like friendlies. Don't get me wrong, but there's no way I'm going to eat a well done burger. I gotta have blood. So I mean, oh wow, New Hampshire. I can imagine. Um, it can be a liqueur. It's actually at 27% alcohol. It's actually
Yeah, it's a liqueur.
it's very pleasant. It is very pleasant hybrid between a brandy and a liqueur, but it tastes more like a liqueur than a brandy. Kelly's famous roast beef I had the best New England clam chowder. They got one in Revere, Saugus, Mass. Shepherd's pie is now they make a big deal about shepherd's pie. You know what it is? It's like all like leftovers, covered with mashed potatoes and baked. A lot of the peasant food, even in Italian peasant food, all of a sudden they're like expensive entrees at a restaurant. Nina says, "Oh dear, what can the matter be? Ew, old ladies locked in a lavatory."
I said I was gonna make shepherd's pie tonight, and of course my girlfriend had to counteract what I said, and she said, "Oh, I want chicken pot pie," so I bought her one of the pre-made chicken pot pies, so she can have that. And I'll have shepherd's pie.
Don't get banquet and don't get Marie Calendar. It's loaded with potatoes. Get
Oh,
like
I think the Marie Calendar is the one I bought her.
oh God, get it. Go to Trader Joe's. They got really good shepherd's pie and pot pies. Or we go to Boston Market if you have one there and get one of theirs. Anyway, it's actually pretty good for a cheap Boxcar Willie brandy.
Brandy liqueur. Yep. It's cheap.
Brandy liqueur. It's not that bad. It's sweet, of course, because it's flavored. But would I get it again? No. Would I? If I had a choice of getting it for free, I would pick something else. But it's not the worst thing I've ever had. But I could easily pass on this. But,
You preferred the Hartley VSOP straight brandy though.
the Italian brandy that would most likely be way better than this. It's all I get is sweetness, apple, and a little bit of wood flavor from the barrel aging. I don't get. I got a loaf of soda bread too for dessert. I got 6 pound corned beef and the crappage goes in later.
If you like brandy, I did it a while ago. So I did this video, 2017. I did this video. Dominique Brandy Italiano Reserva. That's some good stuff. It's like $30 a bottle, but it's really good. That brandy was probably one of my favorites.
Sounds good.
Yeah, there's a lot of good products out there that are not
well known.
really well known. Remember, Ronald, when I brought this port wine from Portugal or Spain? It was I never heard of it before, and it wasn't domestic, it wasn't tailored, but it was imported, and it was actually very reasonably priced. and it was excellent. It was excellent. Sometimes you get an unknown and you try it for the first time and it's a winner. I just try to pick things that I haven't brought on any of these shows. And my situation with being that I'm limited, not because of me, because of these stores, there's limitations up here. I'm running out of options. So I'll do my best to get something new and different for every show, and that's it. But anyway, yeah, I would call this a brandy liqueur, a cheap liqueur like brandy.
All right.
Well,
we're gonna bring in 10. So you tried it. I have some I have the chance to get Hartley peach, apple. They make a whole bunch of them. When I went to Kentucky, they had a display at the liquor store. This month only, Hartley, and they had all the flavors and the original and the VS and the VSOP. And there is a Hartley 100 proof, but you can't find it.
Well, if I'm going to have a sweet fruit flavored hard liquor, I would much rather get a good schnapps. Either the Kuiper or one of the imports. Reuben, what is that? Corned beef. What do you call sauerkraut?
Brown mustard.
Yeah,
kosher pickles, potato chips.
Get the sauerkraut in there.
All right, well, we better go to Tanner. So he's waiting patiently.
Go to Tanner.
Cheers, man.
Right.
James.
Thank you.
Try this again. Hold on, we'll try this again. Sometimes it just doesn't drag over no matter what you do. You can just drive you crazy,
So for the Smirnoff Pink Lemonade, on the aroma, I will say I'm not really getting any ethanol alcohol aroma. It smells like pink lemonade. Very sugary, sweet pink lemonade, which is pink lemonade. That's pretty much just sugary, sweet lemonade. But I will say there is pretty much no burn on the nose. Not bad. Not bad. I normally don't really drink vodka. I know my girlfriend used to like the what's it called? New Amsterdam Pink Whitney. And this kind of reminds me of the Pink Whitney. This actually has a more of a subdued, mellow aroma compared to that. I think the Pink Whitney had a little bit more of a alcohol ethanol aroma. But I'm just gonna dive into this and have a little sip. So.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's like if you took pink lemonade and you pretty much spiked it with vodka. It's pretty straightforward. There is some burn on the finish on the back end of it. I could see people doing shots of this stuff, but me personally, if I were to drink this stuff, I would definitely do like a mixture with some lemonade. Not bad though. Not bad. 30%, it is very sugary. This is one of those drinks where I feel like if you poured it up and you had an actual bottle of it and you went back to it like a couple days later, it would have that caked sugary lacing around the top of the bottle. Sometimes you have the liqueurs and they're so sugary. And you go to take the cap off and you see like literally like makes a ring of sugar around it. I feel like that this would definitely be one of those. Honestly, it's not unbearable.
Do you agree that it would probably be a disaster to drink a whole lot of that?
Oh yeah, for sure. Very sugary sweet. Yeah, me personally, I could not drink too much. Pretty much flavored vodkas to me, I feel like a lot of people, they're like, oh, they're sweet, so I can drink them down, and I can mix them with lemonade, or I can mix them with juice. And me personally, I think that, if you drink too much of this stuff, it could get very dangerous. If you put some lemonade in this, it'll drown out the alcohol flavor, and you could start pumping through a lot of drinks of this, and I think you'll for sure regret it in the morning. But I will say the flavor on it's pretty good. It does taste like pink lemonade, of course, artificially flavored or whatever it is. Just very sweet, sugary, but personally, not my preference, but I could see some people really enjoying this stuff. So, and I will say the aroma is very good. It's definitely got like a sticky, sweet mouthfeel. You can taste it as you're drinking it. It's got like the viscosity of lemonade. It kind of has that sticky sweetness as you're swallowing. Just a little bit of burn, not over the top alcohol burn. The sweetness does a good job sort of covering up to the point where you're not like making faces and it's just kind of heartburn going down. But yeah, it's not bad. I believe these are Smirnoff Pink Lemonade vodka, probably going to cost you around like $15 for a 750 that. So I could see someone who wants to, if they like pink lemonade and actually mix this with regular lemonade. I could see people really enjoying this stuff. But for me personally,
you're saying, well, basically,
what's that?
you're saying it's kind of mellow. You're saying it's kind of mellow.
Yeah, it's not like
not
over the top. Yeah. I think the big key factor in this is the fact that it doesn't burn as much as some stuff. Like I had that New Amsterdam Pink Whitney, doing straight shots of that, drinking that, sipping that, and it's like alcohol burn. It's like sweet alcohol burn. You're kind of regretting it after you're drinking it. This one is a little bit more mellowed out. It might be because of how chilled it is. It's definitely a shot that you want to have super, super cold. I want to go drinking this stuff warm. But yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Now, okay, now we're going to go to the part. We're going to do the scores and see if I can drag myself back over here, but this thing is not cooperating.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
You too.
Same to you.
Corned beef, corned beef, corned beef. And the sandwiches are even better. The cold sandwiches with the brown mustard. It's like toiki.
I'm just gonna go full screen. I'm trying to fight with this dragnet. I could have gone to New Orleans today. They had a big throwdown on in the Irish Channel of New Orleans. There's a neighborhood in New Orleans called the Irish Channel, and they were hanging out at Tracy's Bar and at Parasols, and they were getting crazy. I'm sure. I said I don't want to deal with all that. I got to go to work tomorrow, and they're having an Irish Italian parade Sunday.
Irish Italian.
Yeah. Because the St. Joseph's Day is tomorrow, and they're going to have the St. Joseph's altars this weekend because that's something to do with Sicily and New Orleans. St. Joseph.
Did they carry a huge statue with like dollars all over it of St. Joseph?
Yeah, and then at the church they have a St. Joseph's altar where you can go and eat, and they have fish and all kind of fancy things, and you can look at the display, and they have the special Sicilian cookies,
Oh yeah, the biscotti with the they have sesame seeds all over the outside of them, and but there's different ones.
And they got figs on the inside.
Yeah, figs, and there's anisette toast. Some of them are quite tasty. The cookies. I think pasta con sardi, I think, is one of the popular food for this time of year. It's fresh sardines, fennel leaf, and pine nuts. That's like and the base, and capers, which is similar to puttanesca, which is pretty much black olives, capers, anchovies instead of fresh sardines. Anchovies.
Okay, all right. Sorry, St. Joseph's Day is Saturday. Sorry about that. My mistake. Shows you what I know. So anyway, yeah, that's good, James, because you have an Italian heritage. I don't. I do not. But I'm not anti-Italian, you know. Anyway, and there's a lot of Italians in Louisiana, in New Orleans, and up the railroad track to Chicago. They settled in different towns, and they have the Italian festival, Sicilian festival.
Yeah, they're all over. They're all over the place. They multiply like freaking roly polies. What do you call
I can
those?
tell you. I can tell you some bad. I can tell you some bad stories on this hangout, but I won't mention it. The stories revolve around my grandmother and what her mother, which would be my great grandmother, told her when she was a little kid in the 1990s. You know, it was crazy, you know. But anyway, I like this product, but I wouldn't make a habit of drinking it. I'm like Tanner, you know. I'm like you, James. I don't drink these kind of things. We drink these for the hangouts and the reviews, but we don't drink them. We don't drink them. We do not drink. But they're interesting to try. You know.
Well, it's part of the theme. It's a theme. It's a theme. It's a theme item.
But to say I sit around drinking these all day, wrong. Never.
No, never.
Let's see. I'm going to put a score. I like the product. If I was looking to drink 101 proof watermelon flavored, obviously vodka schnapps liqueur, I would drink it, but I wouldn't be looking to do that. So I'm going to score it. I think 92 out of 100 is fair, like an A minus, but maybe I'm going too low. But I don't know enough about it. I'm not too well versed in liqueurs, but I think that's fair. So I'm going to say for promos, well, I just have various video reviews coming up. I'm not doing any liquor until Easter Sunday, so we got to do Thunder and Thursday until the Easter season starts due to scheduling issues with myself. Not to say that y'all couldn't do it without me. I wouldn't be jealous. But we're going to do Thunder and Thursday, and then I might have to do on the week of April 11th through 15th. I might have to do like a Maudlin Monday or a Trepidation Tuesday for that week. And then once Easter comes in, we'll be back on Fandango Friday.
Tormenting Tuesday.
All right. So then next Wednesday we have Beers for Spring at 7:20 Eastern time. Beers for Spring. I have to go find 2 more Beers for Spring time. But
what about Titillating Tuesday?
Well, that could work. I have trepidation about using that, but no, I'm just kidding. Anyway, what the hell? What the hell
is going on here? Little Dickel, little Georgie Dickel.
This is George Dickel whiskey finished in McElhenney's Tabasco barrels, and it's no longer produced, but there's a backstock that'll last America for the next 20 years, looks like. So if you're looking to buy it, you can get it. They still got Southern Comfort Tabasco barrel backstock.
Well, if that's the case, save that bottle when it's finished as a collector's item. I
could. I know where to go to Metairie, and I shouldn't say this because somebody's going to go buy all the bottles. But there's
don't say it.
There's a store where they've got buy 1 bottle, get 1 free. Buy 1, get 1 free of Southern Comfort aged in Tabasco barrels. This is from years ago when they were doing that project. And you know how much it costs for the full size? No, liter bottles. Liter bottles. $3.99 for 1 bottle, and the second one is free. Now,
wow.
That's called trying to get rid of a product, right? All right.
Yep.
So there's your Tabasco sauce. If you don't like Tabasco sauce, this will gag you and you'll hate it. But I like Tabasco, and it's a very vinegary.
What does your friend David say? Don't call me. Just buy it. Just buy it.
Yeah.
Right. He tells me, "Don't call me, just buy it."
But he's usually good for the money anyway.
Oh, he'll pay me up. He'll pay me. Oh, a lot of wood here. A lot of wood. All right, give your score because I know you have a not the greatest price, but $8.99 for a full size bottle. Not a bad deal.
Yeah, he's not like Wimpy with the hamburgers from Popeye. I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Yeah, Uncle Wimpy, but he never seems to be able to come up with the money.
No, he don't come up. And you know what? I've known people like that, and those are the people that you never give them anything.
You don't do favors for.
Don't do
No.
favors for. I know people that if you did a favor for them, not many people, maybe a few, they won't say thank you. They'll just grab it, like whatever they'll just grab it like they're entitled. And guess what? That was the last time I did anything nice for them. You know, entitled people. Anyway, getting back to this product is Hartley Apple Southern Brandy, Southern Sazerac Brandy VSOP. I'm going to give it an 80% out of 100, a B minus. Only because it has potential, but not potential for me to ever get this again. But I'm sure there are people out there, I would say mostly women, who like all this sweet stuff. And these are ones that get all these sugar-laden cocktails and so on and so forth.
So in other words, what you're saying is this could be a product that could be very popular at the local Greyhound station.
Yeah, this could be popular with
Or the Salvation Army, or the local Salvation Army.
Yeah, vagabonds, boxcar willies, and hobos, whatever you want to call them. I'm sure they'll take the Hartley in a heartbeat, but not people Schlitz, not people of finesse and class,
like ourselves.
Yeah, educated, not the educated consumer will not get this a second time unless you're really into sweet things. But I'm not.
You know what's funny, James? We're talking about this being a hobo liqueur, but the Total Wine and More in New Orleans is in one of the wealthier areas of the city. So I know that gypsies, tramps, and thieves are not going there buying it. It's people that work at a local attorney's office or whatever, and they're buying it. And they're buying the Hartley apple, but they're not letting anybody know that they're buying it. You know, they're keeping it quiet.
If they're the gypsy scammers that my mother got almost scammed and duped by, who tell you that all the problems of your life is because you have a curse and I can get rid of it with a spell that will cost maybe $4,000. And you know, there was an episode of Dragnet with the same exact scenario.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about those gypsies, they have money to burn. But anyway, I really despise sweet beverages, except for things like that big chocolate milkshake I had with you at Johnny's Reef.
Oh yeah.
Because I love dairy. I'm a cheese and a dairy obsessed person. And if it's a dairy like, I don't even notice the sugar. To be honest,
if it didn't take me 19 hours to drive there, I'd go back again and we could go out again. But 19 hours, that's a bit of a drive. 19 hours, that's a drive.
Well, you know, I was watching a few documentaries on YouTube about the artificial intelligence android robots being made by Japan mostly. Excuse me. No, the robots didn't burp. China secondary, and they're very lifelike. So the point is, if technology is moving in that direction with other things, you might be able to teleport anywhere you want someday. You know,
That would be convenient. I'd teleport to Johnny's Reef once a year.
I teleport to Johnny's Reef and bring my tripod and go live stream at Johnny's Reef on the picnic table and just do a show there with food and grog.
Yeah,
I like grog.
that would be a good
We are spelled at my mother's funeral. I learned that we are spelled by an Indonesian sorcerer. I know there are. Well, if you get if you're, it depends on your religious background. But if you say the prayer to Saint Michael, the archangel, that usually helps quite a bit. And if you use sage, you burn sage and cedar wood around the house. Throw salt in every corner because demons like to hide in the corner. And do the hokey pokey and no, I'm only kidding. And there's something else. Palo Santo wood from it's called Palo Santo wood. You can burn that. And
James. In a minute, we're going to let Tanner come on and do his score. But one night, you and I might have to do a video where we talk about the book of Tobit. That's a very interesting ancient book where Tobit traveled to Iraq to meet this woman who had married 7 men. All 7 men died on the wedding night. And they were killed by a demon called Asmodeus.
Sorry about that, guys.
There was another famous demon that you were talking to me about called Pazuzu. But Asmodeus killed not 7 husbands before the marriage was consummated. And Tobit went there, and this angel, and I believe it was Raphael. Yeah, Raphael, the angel.
Raphael, yes.
He told Tobit that he had to burn. There was a fish they caught, and they had to burn the gall, the liver, the gallbladder, the liver, and something else on a fire, and it drove the demon into Sudan in the Upper Nile. But that would be a very interesting.
Well, it will be a mystical. It will be a mysticism, paranormal history show. It'll be history connected to the paranormal, metaphysical, whatever you want to call it, mysticism. We can talk about demonology, things of that nature. Now, the Exorcist bishop that works on the Travel Channel, he has a podcast now, and he gets into subjects on his podcast. And there's a lot. There's things you can do. Usually, your life just doesn't go in the wrong direction. That's a good way to keep evil spirits out of your life. You just don't go in that direction. Anyway, I created an altar, but that's all right. Now it's time for Tanner.
All right, so the Smirnoff Pink Lemonade, I will say, decent, definitely decent. The sweetness does a great job kind of rounding out that alcohol burn. On the aroma, it smells almost exactly like pink lemonade. It smells like something you bought at the grocery store that doesn't have alcohol in it. So I will give it that. So I'm definitely going to give it some points for that. On the palate, let me just finish off the rest of this, and we got a little bit left in my glass.
Yeah,
it's good. It's not overly sweet like sometimes these sweet artificially flavored vodkas. Sometimes they're like overly sweet, over the top, kind of cloying, I guess you could say. And this isn't.
Like drinking sugar.
Yeah, it's actually not too bad. You get a little bit of the burn from the alcohol, but if you were to mix this with something, you could even you don't even have to put lemonade in this. You could do like Sprite or like 7-Up or any of those other citrusy drinks like sodas or stuff. And it could be dangerous. It could definitely be a dangerous drink. I for a rating for this one, I'll give it a 94 out of 100.
Wow.
Not typically something that I would drink, but if like say my girlfriend, and she likes to pick Whitney, if she wanted something that didn't have so much of a burn and it was more of a mellowed mixer to where you're not going to really taste that alcohol once you do mix it, it'll work really well. And like I said, if I can consider this one dangerous because it doesn't have that burn on the and it's very light on the palate, where if you mix it with something else that's sugary, it'll totally be covered up. And I could see some people putting back a decent amount of this stuff.
Yeah, but don't put back a decent amount. Now, do you have any promos?
Shout outs?
Yeah, promos, shout outs.
All right, so next week I normally do on Thursdays. I normally do my brewer reviews. I just did Samuel Smith today at 6 p.m. I normally do the brewer reviews. Today we did Samuel Smith, but we're actually going to alternate these live streams. So every Thursday it'll be a brewer review. The next one I'm going to be calling it Will It Mix. It'll pretty much be kind of like this. You take liquor and you take any type of beverage. It could be juice, tea, soda. You can even do like something else that's alcohol based, like a hard seltzer or like a hard cider or something. And pretty much just make some cocktails. It'll be open panel, and it's not going to be like it's going to be a little bit less structured. It's not going to be everybody mixes their stuff. So pretty much we're just going to present what we're bringing to the show. Then afterwards we're going to go full panel. It'll kind of just be like chat it up, ask each other a couple of questions.
Yeah.
If you want to, you could just chime in if you want to describe what you're tasting. If you've had something similar that another panel member has brought to the channel, so, and then at the end we'll do some ratings and stuff. So it'll be called Will It Mix, and I like to interpret some type of like liquor inspired live stream, so it's not all beer live streams, because I usually do the brewer review, then I do rate that beer on Saturday at 8 p.m. and it doesn't have to be a new beer. It could be any beer that you want to talk about. Just bring it to the show, do a little review, throw up a rating. Some panel members might ask you a couple questions, or if you got questions to ask other people, it's always cool. And yeah, besides that, I got some reviews coming out soon, so look out for those. And shout outs for other people. I'll shout out New Brew with Bumpy, 8 p.m. Monday. So go check him out. Bring a new beer that you've never had before. It doesn't have to necessarily be a new beer, but go check him out, 8 p.m. Monday, Eastern Standard Time. And also check out Miscellaneous Brew Reviews tonight. I'll be over there with him. It's all Imperial everything, St. Patty's Day special. So just bring any type of Imperial beer. And yeah, it's just going to be pretty much laid back, do a review, hang out, St. Patty's Day. Me personally, I don't really like to go out and drink. I like to stay at, in the comfort of my own home and drink. So it's really cool when you see people doing live streams on St. Patrick's Day. You can just hop on the panel and hang out with them. Don't want to keep going too far, but I will shout out Leprechaun TV. He's doing a hot seat tonight around, I believe it's 8. It's 8 or 9 p.m. So check out Leprechaun TV. He's going to be doing some giveaways as well. He does like barbecue videos, and he's going to be working with some companies, and he's got some stuff to give away. So definitely check him out. And as always, I think this has only been like the second time I've been on live stream with Ron, and I've been watching him for a while. I'm sure he's seen me comment on his videos, and I definitely appreciate being on live stream with you and you accepting me into your panel and hanging out with you. So
Yes.
cheers, Ron, and cheers, James.
Cheers.
Definitely
Cheers to you.
hanging out with you guys. So happy
Oh, thank you. Anytime. Let's see.
appreciate that.
Last comments. With a shot of famous grouse, world's best value blended scotch on the side. Life is good. I've never had famous grouse, but I do plan to try it someday. I've got so many scotch whiskeys I got to get to. It's unbelievable. If you looked at my cabinet, you would immediately call some kind of emergency number. But
Yeah, scotch is good.
yeah, I got so many good. All right, now James is going to close us out. Oh, I saw that prohibition. That's the 100 proof Cuddy Sark. Yes, I wanted to buy it, but there's so many. Oh, there's so many. All right, now James is going to close us out with a musical accompaniment, and then we'll be back soon enough, I guess.
Oh, hold on, please. I'll be doing progressive discussions Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. It's an open topic show. And actually, I do get involved with mysticism. I answer questions with the crystal pendulum and the copper divining rods. So, but it's very open topic, which means exactly how it sounds. Yeah. And I have my panel changes from time to time. You know, it evolves. So it's a lot of fun because of the fact that it is open topic. So I'm going to close out. Now, because I feel very winded today, I might not be able to do it this time. But if I can't, I'll stop and I'll go to the jaw harp and the bosun's whistle. I'm going to try to play.
Why do you feel winded?
Like a little respiratory congestion, a little bit, not bad, sinusitis. I'm going to try to play Robert E. Lee on the kazoo. All right. Arr! If you don't like the Robert E. Lee, then swim home.
Thanks for watching this video production.
Yes.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.